Okay, good evening, folks. It's me, Ray Drake, aka the Emperor of Female Bottom Talk, coming to you live on YouTube. And folks, we have here is a lovely lady. I mean, a lovely lady. I reached out to her some time ago, and she responded. And I try to give all these ladies opportunity to tell their stories, how they got into the sport of bodybuilding, and everything about it. This lady, particularly, she has an interesting background. And she one thing about her, she is an opera singer, and maybe we get an opportunity. She might maybe give us a little tune, something like that. We have here more Miss Yetamay Hansell, if I got the name right. You can correct me. And please, madam, tell your story, how you got into this muscular, masculine sport.
Okay, so it's a long story how I kind of got into bodybuilding. Um, what really got me into fitness, I was athletic in high school. I did cross country. Um, as when I got to college, the freshman 15 turned into the freshman 50. Genetics, that runs my family. My mom was 420 pounds. My grandmother was heavy as well. So it was inevitable what was going to happen. So what really got me into the bodybuilding, how it kind of steered me on that way. After losing my mom to heart disease, she dropped dead. That scared me because I was like, okay, I need to do something about myself. It scared me. So I did the Body for Life program. I did 2 challenges, and I started getting into fit boards and just getting into the mindset with just being fitness oriented and health oriented. And someone in the chat was like, "Have you ever did bodybuilding before?" And I was like, "No." You should do a bodybuilding competition because I was always flexing on my pictures. And so I said, okay, sure, let's just do it. So we did it together. She ended up not doing it, and it was actually for figure. And I hired a trainer, got down, lost 52 pounds for it, won first place, and I was hooked after that. Got me actually qualified, and I was doing this straight ever since. It was awesome. I loved it. And then I had a baby. The fat genetics came back with a vengeance. And I said I was going to have a fit pregnancy. I'm going to work out. I was gaining weight like I was having twins. So I was gaining 11 pounds, 9 pounds. I said, well, forget this. You know what I mean? And I ended up gaining 67 pounds. Yeah. So I was topping over 200 when I had my baby. Mm-hmm. Yep. So after I had my baby, I said, okay, I can't be like this. I did all this work for all these years to keep myself in shape. I want to, lose this and get on stage again. So I always wanted to do bodybuilding. So I did figure originally, and I always wanted to do bodybuilding, but I never really did well in figure NPC. I used to compete with a national federation called USBF. And I always placed first. But my look for NPC was a little different because I had big legs. So I thought, well, maybe I can try bodybuilding because I have the big quads. So I did. I looked up bodybuilding coaches, and I came across Tim Gardner and Team Body Tech. And I said, okay, this is the guy I want to work with. So I went to Tim with my baby. I looked like about 190 at that point. And I told him I wanted to do a bodybuilding show. He was like, and when? I said, 7 months. He's like, okay, we got our work cut out for us. But once I set myself on something, I do it. So Tim, we got a device together because I was nursing and everything. I came with the baby carriage and everything. So I got through it, lost 99 for that show. He got me peeled, bug-eyed, everything. Won first place. Took overall, got best poser. I was hooked. I was like, yes, I got all the weight off. And I was, I was on my way, and I said, oh, bodybuilding, this is going to be where I'm going to be with the lightweight bodybuilding. So I did that for about 2 years. I did bodybuilding. And then I ended up in a car accident that I had to retire from the sport. So I had a neck and back injury from it that was debilitating, that put me out. I couldn't do overheads. I couldn't run. I couldn't do jumping. And when I'm in a gym, it's either all or nothing. I can't just not train parts. It's just like that was my mindset. Like I felt like the doctor said I couldn't do all these things anymore. I couldn't jump, I couldn't run, and I just got discouraged. I got depressed, and I just ended up letting myself go because I couldn't do nothing. And I ended up being over 200 pounds, about 215, topped it at 215. And I said, I can't be like this. It has to be some kind of way to get this down. You know what I mean? And I tried everything to try and get it down. But in my mind, I kept saying to myself, I can't do this. I can't do this. The doctor said I can't do this. The doctor said I can't do this. And then one day I said, you know what? I'm going to prove the doctors wrong. I'm going to do this. So one of my friends did Herbalife. I'm not really into those gimmick programs, but it was Herbalife. I wanted to try it, just to get back on the program, just eating healthy again, eating on a regimen because I was just eating whatever. And I got down to maybe in the 140s. And I was like, ooh, I'm starting to look like I'm in shape again. How about I do this for myself as a triumph for myself? Do it one show just to prove that I can do it because the doctor said I couldn't do it. But now I'm starting to look like I can do this again. So I hired a coach. She got me down. I lost 70 pounds for that show. I won first. I took overall. And I ended up getting a sponsor for that show. And I won a most inspirational award for losing so much weight, and coming back from this debilitating injury where I was supposed to come back. And I did it. And then I was hooked after that. I said, I can do this. And, I was slowly getting back into it with the jumping and the running to see how my body would feel. But you know what? It's all in our mind. We believe, we manifest what we believe. So if we're told we can't do it, then yeah, you can't do it. Mm-hmm. So I flipped it, and I proved to myself that I could. And here I am now on my road to pro, 3 years in, still competing. I was doing women's bodybuilding, actually women's physique figure crossover, but now I'm switched over to women's bodybuilding. So that's where I want to focus on getting a pro card. And I had no inclination of thinking that I was going to even get to this point with my physique or even want to be going for my pro card. Because I've competed since 2007. I've done over 17 shows. I've done maybe like 3 national shows, but the majority were local shows. And now I'm on my way to pro. And so I'm very excited about, just my future in the sport, especially now I know what division that my body is more geared towards. And that's women's bodybuilding. And actually who really got me into really doing women's bodybuilding was Isabel Terrell. She talked me into it. I told her, she's like, have you ever considered women's bodybuilding? I was like, yeah, but I'm kind of scared, because I look at the pros, the local level is totally different, but the national and the pro level, those girls are jacked. So, and she said, no, you be perfect. Just try it. So I did the crossover. And the judges said that my body is more towards, I'm a tweener. So I'm a little bit too big for women's physique, but I have just enough muscle for women's bodybuilding. So I can do both. I can get away with both, but it just depends on which poses I like better. And if I'm ready to get shredded. So I was ready to get shredded. Let's do bodybuilding. So that's where I'm at now. So yeah, in a nutshell.
That's a very interesting story where you come through. And one thing I'm going to say for a minute, is your air conditioning running in your car?
I know. I got to put my car air conditioning on because I'm sweating.
Yes, definitely. Yes, it's best advice. If you should have did, you could have found a nice place with nice air conditioning sitting and you talk this with me. I mean, you're sweating like you're I don't want you to dehydrate and die on me. Like, oh my God, well, I can't do shit. What am I gonna do? This is really died on me. Oh Lord. Me.
Yeah, I do. I was like, oh man, it's getting real hot in here.
Yeah. Well, the muscle person smells like she's getting all sweat and glycerin. I'm
all oiled up. I look all oiled up.
Yeah, that's what they like to. So anyway. But yeah, that is interesting because to come what you come from, like you had a child, and I saw on your social media your daughter just turned 13 some time ago, and congratulations to her. Yeah, you got a young lady growing up here, and to train with to come into the sport and have a passion for it, and then to get sidelined by injuries and this and that, and to have these people see you with you have potential. They keep telling you, hey, you got potential. You can keep growing. You can do this. You can do that. We got here my man JM, 2022. Welcome, Yetamay, looking absolutely beautiful and magnificent as ever.
Thank you.
Also, he's saying here, blessings to you, my sister. We got here. You got a fan with him, and he's saying here, Yetta, you look so fantastic with your hair. You look like you could be the strong Wakanda warrior in Black Panther movie. And he's keep talking here. And shout out to Isabel Terrell, love her. She's so cool, and her She-Hulk cosplay is the best ever. And again, we had JM. I just noticed her swinging. That's crazy. When I thought the same things. Does she have her conditioner on? Well, she has it on now, so that's good. We don't have to worry about it. And and about her, wow, I saw her. She did a video because she competed at the Miss International a couple weeks ago. Another lady who I've become friends with. I met her a while back. We've been friends on social media for a long time. That's Amanda Schnook. She competed that show. She took third, and she was using. Yeah. You took second, but Amanda took third.
Amanda got third. Yeah.
Yeah. And then she was playing theme music from one of my favorite all-time movies, Rocky. Rocky, come on, Rocky, I'm gonna make you, see what saying here? I got my shirt on. Say, I'm gonna eat. You're gonna eat lightning and gonna crap out thunder. And that's the late great Burgess Meredith. He was Mick. Like Mick made tell me he was in Rocky 5. Was like, go have a little angel on your shoulder. Say like, get up, you son of a bitch. Mickey loves ya. and she mentioned that she's from South Philly, where they did hey y'all big city, y'all go, hey yo, country folks always say, hey, we slow it down a little bit. You gotta hey yo. Yo, Rocky, Adrian, I am what I am, a fighter. Yeah. And salute to Mr. Stallone. He's a great actor. We love him. I'm a big fan of his. And as you said, we were like earlier, you were talking about how you put on weight. And this thing about me, I'm also somebody who has been dealing with being oversized, and it's big people in my family too. My mother, she passed away from, she had gotten the virus, and she was a bigger woman herself. My older sisters, I think my oldest sister wasn't as big as the others compared to my second and third older sister. And that's the part about, especially with food. Food can be addictive, and it's hard to break that addiction. I've been doing a little better because I was eating kind of like you talk about on your social media, also kind of like with stress because I was taking care of my mom, and it was just something to eat. Sometimes, even though I'm trying to be a little smarter, there's times like I went to my sister's house. She had a nice little afternoon lunch. I enjoyed that. And then she said, here's a pack of skins. I took them and ate them a while ago because I was working on some stuff. And that's the tough part about, trying to lose weight. It's hard. It is difficult.
It is. It is. Especially, I mean, I'm human. You know what I mean? I know I look superhuman when I'm in prep. But I do have my human moments, and with sometimes when I do get stressed, I emotional eat.
Mm-hmm.
And it's been an issue because my body just likes to be fat. So that's why I really stay in the sport to stay in shape. And I have a coach. My coach is IBB Pro Tracy Rugged.
I know
Rugged.
Yeah, she's been on here before. I did an interview with her a while back. I know I hope she's doing all right because she is an amazing lady. I've been following her career. We were talking back and forth. I know she is she competing this year, or she's taking a break, or she's done?
She's taking a break for this year, I believe. She was going to, but she just got busy with work because she has a trucking business with her husband.
Mm-hmm.
So I think she just got busy on the road, but she's definitely going to compete again next year. She did her debut at the Chicago Pro last year, where she took top 5.
Mm-hmm, I remember that. Yeah, that's why how I saw I reached out to her about what she liked to do interview and how and that that's pretty good in her being a physique competitor as long as she was, and to jump over and to do bodybuilding and did it. She did good. She did that first year.
Yeah, she's a tweener too.
Hmm. Yeah, and the thing about this sport, it's a tough sport. Y'all ladies, you go through a lot. You time, money, and especially both you and Tracy have kids. I know she has a daughter. She's also a stepmom. You have your daughter, and sacrifices you have to make as competitors. The time and money, and it's just. And this thing, I just saw this post a while ago. If anybody follows social media, Margie V. Martin just dropped something, and I'll probably talk about it later. How about the pay disparagement is between in the sport of bodybuilding for the women and just pretty much a lot of other competitors. And I'll probably talk about that subject for another time. But we're here talking to Yetamay, and we want to hear her story more. Now, when your first like you say, you're still in the amateurs, and as an amateur, it does cost a lot more to compete because the fact is your money's more coming from whatever you get sponsors because you're looking to get a sponsor, and also to have be able to pay for your stuff. What's your feeling? What was that first time when you got on the stage and hit and just competed?
Well, the very first time I had no clue what I was doing. Absolutely no clue. Like I learned my posing like on like the computer. I didn't know anything about going to a posing coach or any of those things. I worked for a gym, so my trainer trained me. I did like a generic competition prep diet that I found online. No clue. Instead of the figure, I didn't know that the figure bling suits was part of the suit. I went and got a bodybuilding posing suit. I didn't know. I had no clue. I was just happy just to be up there, but I still won because I it just my physique this outshined everything else. You know what I mean? But after that, I said, okay, I know what I need. I got a lot of stuff I need to do. I need to hire a coach. I need to hire a posing coach. I need a nutritionist. I need to get one of those little fancy smancy bling suits. And when I went to the national stage, that's when that was an eye opener for me because I went up there with my little bodybuilding posing suit. It was a plain little light blue suit. I got fourth out of the line, top five, which was really good in fourth. But if I had the blingy suit, if I had better posing, more stage presence, worked with someone that worked on my stage presence on the things that might have made a difference with my placing. So then, then I stepped up my game and I got a coach and I got all those other things. But it is expensive. It is expensive, especially you got the entry fees, you got the makeup, you got the tanning. And I used to do the tanning where I used to get painted.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then when I discovered spray tanning, I said, oh, I'm not doing painting anymore. I love this spray tan. You get you nice and blackety black, nice and dark, and you don't have to worry about getting painted over 2 or 3 or 4 times. You know what I mean? So, because that's all I thought. I thought that I had to use that. So over the years, it was very interesting, this learning, all the intricate things that are in the sport. Like a couple years ago, I just learned about body work, how essential body work is. I didn't even know about body work. I wasn't told about that. So now I incorporate that into my training. That makes a total difference with me, my body feeling better. I don't feel broken up. And also with my cuts coming out. You know what I mean? So there's so many different things, that I'm still learning,
Yeah.
so because you're going to be learning.
Yeah, it's a learning process about this. Folks, I'm going to show you the video from her at the Miss International when she competed. And, and you're gonna hear a little bit of the music. And here we go, folks. And if you like this. Yeah, yo, Rocco, Rocco. That was great. I mean, it was, Rocky is anybody who grew up watching Rocky. It is inspirational. The
Yes.
story of how this guy, because I remember I sent you a question. I asked you, do you know Rocky's real name? And you were like, they're like, I don't know what it is. And I said, it's Robert. People don't know this. If you got a while back, I did. It was like about a month ago was Sly's birthday, and I did a
Mhm.
birthday video dedication to him. And I found out while I was just doing researching about the different movies he did, I saw like Robert Balboa. That's how what his name is. I didn't even know. I mean, I always thought it was Rocky. And it's strange to find out about his name. We got here my man Lawrence Perkins. Lawrence dropping in. Yo, sorry, Mark. Lawrence. Here he is. Good evening, Yetta and George. Good evening to you, Lawrence. He goes again. You nail it on stage, Yetta. I mean, he likes you. And I face giving condolences on your mother and our my man JM. You have turned pro, Yetta, or not yet? Because I don't know. And you can answer that if you feel like it.
Not yet, but third times will be a charm.
Yeah, because she did the Miss International about 2 weeks ago in Chicago. She took second place, and and Miss International if people remember Miss International originally was a show was a pro show, which was like the secondary title for next to Miss Olympia, and the
Yep.
Windsor Smith brought it back and became a pro qualifier. My dear friend Tina S. Williams, she qualified as a pro at that show. Most recently, a lady by the name of Esseling Hickey, she won the show and overall. And it's a great way for ladies who I know my Amanda wanted to get her pro card, and she missed it because I think I love Amanda. She's an amazing lady. We met some time ago, and I think she still yeah, I think it wasn't her show. I mean, I hope she does get a pro card because she put a lot of work into this.
Yeah, she
Now,
does.
now your daughter, she's 13, is a teenager. How she feels
Yeah.
when she goes somewhere with your mom, like you always say, just say, hey, what's your daughter's name again?
Christina.
Christina said, and I said, yo, Christina, your mom's jacked. Christina, your mom is like, she probably can lift her truck, like, mama, don't wear those no tank tops around and guy said, hey, Christina, can I come over to your house and chill and just and hi, Miss Yetta, I just
I do scare the boyfriends. There were, yeah, I do. But no, but the kids are cool. They're cool with me. So, I mean, like, they don't have an issue. Christine doesn't have an issue. She thinks it's cool what mommy does. She was actually got a chance to see me compete at the Europa in Orlando. And she was just amazed at seeing the transformation. Like, she's like, wow, mom, your hips are so tiny. You were so small. Nobody can say that they're big boned. You know what I mean? There's no such thing as a big bone mom because look how tiny you were because she remembers how big mama was. But now she
Mhm.
see like just to see the transformation was so cool. To actually see we dropped the weight, put the suit on, the makeup, the hair, the glitz, and then see me on stage. She was so inspired. She was like, Mom, I'm so inspired. I'm so proud of you. She was so happy, to see mommy up there. It was really cool, you know.
Yeah. That's the special thing because children are like especially as boys, our mother's our first love. We love her. I love my mama. She was my riding partner. She was my buddy. I'm gonna talk like an old cowboy. She was my woman, and my woman gone. Now I'm just here by myself on my lonesome man, and I miss my woman. There could be another woman to replace her. There could be a woman for certain things that I might need, but other than that, that's about it. And we got here a man, JM, dropping in. He said, I constantly have my utmost respect to every female bodybuilder and woman physique. Ladies, because social media will always have the ignorant negative trolls that goes at these ladies with so much respect. And we talk, yeah, it's just you gotta respect these ladies. And also, female bodybuilding is already a public punching bag when people criticize them just because of the muscular look. Always keep your heads high, no matter what cause you can always overcome. And I think you got a fan with JM. You're a Nubian queen. Always remember that Yetamay. And also my man Lawrence Perkins. We're going to get there to get our pro card. Your time will shine. And much respect to man Lawrence. Um, my man Lawrence here, and much respect to him. And oh no, we got here. Oh no, what's up? And salute balls deep. Oh God, we're gonna be in trouble now. She is gorgeous. Uh, and she is gorgeous. And to quote one of my favorite characters, and that is the Joker. She is beautiful. And yeah, and that's the thing is that in sport of bodybuilding, the fan base for your ladies, as I talk about this, is condensed to a certain level. But men bodybuilding, they have a larger fan base because it's mostly guys who are a fan of bodybuilders, guys who are come saw, best way to say it, and also there's a small number of women who like men with muscle. But with you women, your fan base is condensed to mostly, I would say, generally men who find y'all so attractive. Like she's right now, she's showing off her traps, and and these guys get excited, and they just be awed by these women. I mean, like I said, I've been a fan of bodybuilding since I was a younger kid. My brother used to play football, and he used to get the muscle max. And something about you women was just something kind of blow my progressive mind. I was a big fan of bodybuilding, when it was like guys like Schwarzenegger, Lee Haney, and so many other these guys legends, and women like Corey Everson, Bev Francis, Laura Craval, Linda Murray, Alina Popa, Andrea Shaw. I mean, one of the most beautiful women in the sport of bodybuilding. And I love her too. I mean, she reminds me of a bodybuilder from back in the day by the name of Audrey Harris White, right about by the face of the jawline. And she got to be the same tribe, if not anything. And and I have a lot of respect for you, but we do have those guys out there, the weirdos, the guys who creepy, the guys who troll, and And like I said, folks, in the description, I do have her social media information. If you're genuine, reach out to her and be respectful. Reach out to her. But here's my rule, folks. Here's my rule, and you might want to cover your ears when I say this. No D pics. She has a kid. They don't want to see that stuff. I mean, I can tell these guys not to do it, but they're gonna do it anyway because the fact is, some guys want to do say, you know what? I know some ladies who tell me something like this, like, oh, one lady showed me this thing. She didn't think one time how a guy sent her a picture of him like a camera and showing off. And I say, what? Why you want to do that? And I've talked about this on my channel because you ladies, that's borderline sexual harassment, and you ladies don't want to deal with that. It's just something that you generally got to be respectful. I stop. You can talk.
Yeah, no pics, no videos, please. It doesn't work. You will get blocked immediately. So just don't. Just don't.
Yeah. My man, balls deep. Drop it in here. Balls deep as usual. Chicago in here, and he's asking what I missed. Well, you can watch it later. Balls deep. What you missed? My man Lawrence says, "What up, balls deep?" And balls deep says, "Hey, Yetta," and salute to Lawrence. He says his favorite quote is "Dulce galato on deck." I keep saying that. I'll drink that shit. And smash the like button. And we got here one of my followers, one Mr. Bullets Glotty Show Point 2. Thank you, Bullets. She is so beautiful, and and that's the thing is, and I am a fan of my sisters of melanin. Something about, I don't know what it is. Something about black women and muscle is just something amazing about it. I mean, it's just the combination of muscle and melanin. It's just to look at it. I mean, when y'all ladies on stage, and y'all are wearing your outfits, and you got your tan, and you got your aura on you, it's just something beautiful. Like I just saw pictures from the tap. I was working on some stuff, and then I was watching Sheena Olick, who did an interview with a while back, and Sheena's a beautiful woman, great lines, great look. I saw Vicky Dominguez at there, a lady who I've become friendly with, Miss Gabby Vega. She's Spanish, and it's just women of minority with this complexion that works, that really gives that great looks to themselves. You got to shake your head. So, as yourself as a competitor, what do you see? As what you see in bodybuilding now, do you see that has gotten a little better compared to was in the past, or it still is kind of like a stalemate?
I like where it's heading right now, because they're trying to make it more marketable. They're looking for more of the Wonder Woman look, more feminine, more femininity. So I that's what's more appealing to me, because before that's why I was afraid to really get into the sport, crossing over to bodybuilding, because some of the girls were so jacked that they're almost borderline, you know, more masculine. So, and I that was one of the reasons why I was kind of shying away from it, even though I respect all women of muscle, regardless of whatever spectrum we're on, whether it's from bikini to the extreme. But at the time where bodybuilding was heading, when I think it was like maybe early 90s, maybe 2000, around that time, I was like, I don't think I can, I don't think I'm cut out for bodybuilding. But now, where it's heading now, it's just the look that they're looking for. I like it. I mean, Andrea Shaw is the perfect example. She looks like Wonder Woman. She has a beautiful face. She's gorgeous, but she has the body of an athlete. And she has that beautiful shape and symmetry. She's right down the middle. She's perfect. So I'm excited about making that step into bodybuilding now, because of the look that they're looking for now. So we'll see what happens. But usually sometimes it changes, like they kind of morph. So, but we'll see where it goes, but right now that's where I'm at.
Yeah. Well, we got some pictures of here of Yetamay, and we'll show them real quick. We got here. You see, if this computer want to act funny, I think I've been on too long. And oh wait a minute, where you go? Where you go? We show here. It's computer. There you go. And there she is with another one of her. I think this is one of your stable mates, right there. And
Sharif, girl.
Sharif, yeah, and also, as she said again, she is also coached by the one Mrs. Tracy Rugged, and here are some other ladies here. I mean, it's just a beautiful collection of chocolate here, and these amazing ladies here who are, and Tracy, I think she's probably one of the best women around the game, and I mean, and you have evolved over the period of time. I mean, coming from figure, then doing physique for a good minute, and then the issues you were dealing with between the car accident, being a mom. I mean, it's really it's a tough business to try to maintain a life and to live, and it's so much work you got to put into it. I mean, yeah, that's why I really respect you, ladies, for who you are and what you do. Right here we have here. Guess we have special guest here. Miss Tracy S. Rugged. I just realized how much Christina looks like you. Oh, yeah. And here again, what Yetta has to go through physically is like no other. That's a strong woman right there. Oh, yeah, you got a fan here. And we have here my man Balls Deep. Tracy, hey, beautiful. And Tracy responded to Balls, hey. Remember, Balls Deep, she's married. She's very sexy.
Yeah, she's going to take you out.
Yeah. I mean, you gotta be careful. I mean, hey guys, I know these women get you excited. You're looking at these pretty women like this, women like someone like Tracy and Yetta with their big, beautiful smiles and big muscles. But hey, like I said, be respectful. And yeah, sport has been changing. Back in the day, when bodybuilding started, it started originally kind of like bikini. And then it evolved over a period of time. It was almost like you go to like the Richard McLeish, Corey Eversons, and Linda Murray's, and then to people like Andrew Shaw and Sheena Oleg, and also the lady who just won the Tampa over the weekend, Chelsea Dion.
That's my girl.
Yeah, yeah. And this is just her. It was just her second show as a pro, and she took third to Chicago and turned around and she wins Tampa. And now she's going to Olympia. You think you want to ever get the opportunity to go to the O yourself?
Yes. So we'll see what happens. Me and Tracy, we got something in the works. We're gonna see what happens. But I definitely would love to go to the O one day for
Yeah.
sure, 100%. I
Yes.
did the amateur last year, but they didn't have women's bodybuilding; they had women's physique only. And I didn't place where I needed to place. But there was a lot of things going on at that time, stress wise, just in life. So it wasn't meant to be for that show, but it was still an amazing experience. So I definitely would love to do that show again sometime.
Yeah. Well,
Get that.
actually, if you hadn't heard, they are bringing women's bodybuilding to the Olympia amateurs this year.
Oh, really?
Yes, yes, because Jake announced it a while back, and now it's an opportunity for competitors who are like, especially for female bodybuilders who want to compete at the Olympia, especially amateur level. They're bringing it back, as you know, the last couple of years, because everything happened with the virus, they
Yeah.
moved the Olympia to Orlando, and then they moved it. Now it's going back to Vegas. So
Oh, God.
if
Don't tell me
you
that.
it's going to make the Sin City. So if you and Tracy have a plan and you're still interested in do it, now if you want to, you can either double dip, you can do physique and women's bodybuilding, and this could be an opportunity where you earn your pro card. So that's all the best of luck here. We
Yeah.
have here balls deep. I can be I can be a designated side dude. You must be talking about
I,
Tracy.
dude, I don't have a boyfriend. I'm single, but I don't need a side dude.
I think talk about Tracy.
You got my
Yeah,
Tracy. You got
yeah,
a
talk about
husband.
Tracy. Yeah, and Lawrence Perkins says hello to Tracy. He and Ballsy like asked the question, natty or not, she's hot. And Ballsy, he's being a little nice today. Ballsy, let it go, ha ha ha. And Lawrence, Ballsy laughing at Lawrence, and this is my man Ballsy again. Yes, Lord, female bodybuilders coming back. Yes, and as I said earlier a while ago, they're going to bring the women's bodybuilding to the Olympia amateur. So if you are
Oh,
a competitor, yeah, if you're a competitor out there who's an amateur and you want the opportunity to compete at the Olympia, it's going to be back. All you gotta do is go to the I think it's the IFBB Pro League channel, or I think also because they do NPC also, and you check it
mhm.
out the date. I think it's about the same week of the Olympia, and
Okay.
that's usually the amateur show first. So that gives you enough, because they're gonna have it in December, so that's enough time from August to December to get ready if you are serious about it. So
Oh, we'll see. We'll see. I won't keep it hush hush. We're gonna see. We're gonna see.
yeah, we were just no tell nobody. Yeah. So anyway, this is one, as you know, you're an opera singer. How did you get into singing opera? Because my experience of opera is from cartoons, like watching Bugs Bunny and them. That's and classic music. That's my experience with opera.
Well, it's in my blood. My mother was an opera singer. My dad was an opera singer, and believe it or not, I wanted to sing R&B. That was my thing. Whitney Houston and Mariah Carey were my favorite singers, and I really that I love their voices. And when I started taking voice lessons, the teacher said, "Well, that's not your voice. You have more of a classical voice." It's just what it was at the time. So I started listening to opera, and I just fell in love with it, and I decided to go with that, and I pursued it. I got my bachelor's in voice performance and opera, and I got my master's in voice performance and opera. And I've been performing over 20 years in musical theater and in opera. I've been in operas in the Tampa Bay area, and also in Philadelphia and New York. I sang some roles and did some choruses and various ensembles. I even sang in Spanish lyric theater. I did Spanish operas called Zarzuela. So I've had an extensive career with it. I did recitals. Um, I've done a lot, and I also teach private voice and piano as well. So that's you know it's just something always been a part of me. And I've always been told that you can't do opera and you can't do bodybuilding. You can't do both because they don't mix. They're just two different extremes. So I want to prove that you can, and I want to show that you can be successful at doing both. So I definitely want to write a book on how to achieve overall wellness for the performing singer. That's one of the things I do want to do, because there are a lot of myths with singing and with weight training. Because I was always told if you have a six pack, that's a bad thing. As a singer, the abs shouldn't be rigid; they should be fluffy, because we have to have that. Uh, we have to fluff it up, you
Sing,
know.
sing for the diaphragm.
Sing for the diaphragm. We have that girth, but all his abs is just low body fat. That's nothing to do with you know support. You know what I mean? Doing crunches and doing vacuums and doing anything core work and planks will help strengthen the core. So as singers, we're like athletes, you know what I mean? So so that's why I really want to write that book and, debunk those myths about singing, because singers are like athletes and weight training is actually a good thing.
Yeah.
Um, so yeah.
We have here, Tracy saying, Tracy say hey to Lawrence, and hey to you, Lawrence, and hey to Tracy. Paul Steve, I gotta hear it to believe it, and he's saying, it ain't over till the swole lady sings, and she's gonna make me love opera. Okay, for Balls Deep, can you give us a little tone, something he would like to hear, or something what's your favorite, something you want to sing? What's your favorite? Just give us a little belt for us fans out here.
Okay, let me see. So I sing with a group. It's called Tampa Spiritual Ensemble. We specialize in Negro spirituals, and gospel. And so I've been, because I've had a little bit of voice change over time, just with stress and age. And so I'm kind of it's called contralto. I used to be a soprano and kind of slowly went down. So
Yeah.
with a contralto, it's more like a female tenor, basically. So that's where I'm at. And I can sing a snippet of Deep River. I don't know, you probably heard of Deep River, right?
Yeah. I heard Deep Weaver. Give us a little snippet, and for you out there, get your hose ready, and don't cry when you hear this, because it's a very deep spiritual song. It comes close to, especially to somebody like myself, because I'm third generation from slavery. Myself, my father was a sharecropper, my grandfather was a sharecropper, my great grandfather was a slave. Some people say, "Oh, I'm 5, 6, 7 generations." I'm very close than most others. So we're gonna give the stage and the microphone to Miss YettaMHansell. Please, everybody, quiet and listen to the performance.
Okay. Deep river, my home is over Jordan. Deep river, Lord, I want to cross over into campground. Deep river, my home is over Jordan. Deep river, Lord, I want to cross over into campground. Oh, don't you want to go to that gospel feast, that promised land where all is peace? Deep river, Lord, I want to cross over into campground.
Bravo, bassissimo. Thank you, bravo. That was wonderful. That was amazing. That was just,
Yeah.
you have a talent, ma'am. You have a talent, and and it's just a thing about, it's amazing when you find, like I'm friends with a lady who's a former MMA fighter, who's a former fitness competitor, but she also does MMA, and just
Yeah.
to find people with just this interesting background, especially being in the sport of bodybuilding and doing different things. I mean, this is a man Balls Deep. Bravo, encore, encore. He's saying. Bravo from Lawrence Perkins. And your girl Tracy says she will make it to the Olympia. Oh yeah, knowing Tracy, yeah,
Go.
yeah. She said, yo, Tracy, she's gonna win, and you smoking the competition. And yeah, and that's the thing. Yeah, it's but that was a beautiful. Thank you for sharing your voice with us.
Thank you.
And folks, this is the first time on my channel that I had a song. I have a little serenade, and I'm trying to fight back tears. It just it's so beautiful. It's just
Thank you.
talk amongst yourself. Okay. Now, okay. Now let's go back to this. Now, what are your now that you know that the fact that you are like I told you that they're going to have amateur for the Olympia? Were there any other plans besides that, or were you just going to work and make the adjustments since the international show?
Um, well, the Olympia might be a possibility. I'm not going to say if it is. I'm not going to say if it's not, but it's definitely a possibility. We'll see. We'll see where I'm at in 18 weeks and go from there.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely a possibility. I can't say yes or no yet, but yeah. The fact that I originally wanted to do women's bodybuilding last year and they didn't have it, and the fact that they have it this year is very, appetizing.
Yeah. Amanda Ball Steve said, "You ever think about pursuing music?" Well, she has, but right now because right now she's focused on her bodybuilding career. That's kind of taking a little bit a sidestep to it. We got here my man Lawrence Perkins. Yetta, you have my full support. Yeah, that's good. Appreciate that, Lawrence. And Balls Deep, she got a new fan. You got a fan with Balls Deep. And again, shout out to you as well, George. Keep on doing you, brother. I appreciate that, my brother Lawrence Perkins. And yeah, because it's like I said, it's tough to compete in the amateurs, and there's so many bodies. And then it was one time long ago that it seemed like there wasn't a lot of shows for women's bodybuilding, unless there was only a few shows. I just saw a show when one lady, she was the only bodybuilder at the show, and she won her.
Yeah, on the amateur level, it's sad. You know what I mean? Like, it's so inspiring, to see the pros, all the pros come out on a national level. But on the amateur level, it is sad to see like one or two girls. You know what I mean? So, but, it is what it is. You know what I mean? And I'm just very excited just to get back on stage again, because I got my taste of second place, one place away from my pro card. You know what I mean? That makes me hungry. That makes me like, okay, I got this. You know what I mean? Because I never thought I would even get to that point.
Yeah, it's kind of like Rocky Balboa says, no matter how much life hits you, it's about not how hard you can hit, it's how hard you take it.
And keep moving forward.
That's how winning is done.
It's done. Yes.
Yeah. Yes, people. Instead of me talking about Dark Knight, I'm talking about Rocky. Usually I
love Rocky.
If I do movie references, I'm a big Batman fan. I love my favorite was the whole Batman, Nolan version, and it was just I like to quote things like one part is like how, as back in 2014, how Yavi walked quiet behind female bodybuilding and stabbed in the heart by dropping Miss Olympia, but now we brought it back. But still, I know it's been a struggle. I think I saw some shows where we had one woman. There was one woman for a pro show. Then there was 3 or 4. I think outside of Chicago, and I think Chicago, Atlanta, and Tampa was the one there the most, because I think with this year a lot of ladies been injured. One of the ladies who I'm a fan of, Miss Hella Trevino, she had shoulder surgery. Sheena Olin did the Tampa. She had went through shoulder surgery, and I was rooting for Sheena. I thought she was going to win that show. She looked good.
Yeah.
Chelsea came in a little more tight in condition, and that was her show. But I know from I have little birds out there tell me that Sheena's going to be doing Savannah in about 3 weeks, and I'm planning to go in Savannah because this is one thing I always want to do. I couldn't do it because I couldn't afford it, didn't have the time. I was working 2 jobs. One of my first jobs, I used to work at a gas station, and I did that for about. I was started as a gas. I was started as the serviceman. Then I was a cashier, and then I was a general manager, and then I used to work at a textile plant. And then I had another side job where, folks, I worked in, well, what they call it, a gentleman's club, but down here you call it a booty club because that's where you come see the booty. And I used to work with. That's why I do my channel. That's why I really do most of my channel. I try to talk more about women because if you think about it, if you look on social media, especially on YouTube, we
Mm.
have so few channels talk about women bodybuilding. Everybody talks about the guys. You can find 1,100 million channels dedicated to the men, but it's only so few. Like myself, there's female bodybuilding channel. There's DD on the spot. It's so few channels that give y'all ladies a spotlight. That's why I reach out to you ladies, say, hey, you want to come on, talk, tell your story. Because the fact is, I'm gonna say like this. I for a long time I've always been a muscle per smoke. I'm gonna mean that. And doing this content, like talking with people like Tracy and people like yourself, and I just talked yesterday with a lady who just got a pro card, Miss Lloyd Connolly, and people like Sheena and Tina and Rashana. I met with Shauna Boswell just about a month ago. She came down here in Fayetteville, North Carolina. She did a seminar. I met another young lady by the name of Michelle Polk. And to meet you ladies and to discover you and also to know your path, that you just not just these women with big muscles and and you're a mother, you're a singer, you're a trainer, you just kind of hit the board of everything about what a woman has a passion for this sport. And I respect y'all for that. I really do. My man, Balls Deep, glad to put a smile on that beautiful face. Yeah. Here he goes again. George, stop capping. You was tripping on the bando, whatever, brother. And here he goes again. George worked in P Valley. I wish it was P Valley. We could have made some money. It's a little juke joint strip club the other side of where I live at. It's like 4 miles from where I stay at, and because it's in South Carolina. I live here in North Carolina. It was in South Carolina, and just I used to work there for a good bit. I used to go there as a client, but then I started working there. And the work y'all put in is competitors. The time you got to put in, the money you got to put in, and the one thing is I talk about this is it should be more profitable for you ladies. I mean, I mentioned how some of these women, they have to do ways they have a good job, that's good, but if it's hard to make money and you have to make money other ways, because like I said again, there is a fetish to the sport. And a lot of the ladies would do what I call, and when I know what they are, they they're the beat the meat websites, because that's the way they play, like OnlyFans, that's her biceps and all that stuff. And a lot of ladies, they do the photo sessions after the shows because it's a way to make income. And truthfully, you're not getting what you put in as back as you should. As amateur, you're not getting paid. You just get an opportunity to go over to you do a regional show, you go to nationals, you cross your fingers and say, I get my pro card, and then you go on to the pro. But then as a pro, you still have to find a way to make money. I know one lady talked about she had to use her savings to do her last show. One woman told me how took her like about $10,000. A guy I was complaining with, his name was Sean. He had to put in like almost $7,000. He's a man, and as the guys, he competes in men's physique, and the guys who I call like the male bodybuilders, I call them banana hammocks, and it doesn't cost them much as it does cost y'all. They got to put on $60 to $100 posing suits, while y'all putting down $3,000 for a posing suit.
Yeah. For women, the posing suits could start, I mean, like maybe 800 on for a good one, for a good quality suit, all the way up to 2,000, sometimes even 3,000. I could imagine paying $3,000 as like a mortgage, but for the pro level suits, some of them are that expensive, you know.
We got here Balls Deep again. She got OnlyFans. No, Balls Deep. She does not have OnlyFans. No. You can dream like that and your wet dreams like that. Beat your meat website. Pause. Yes, that's what they are. Because most guys come in there. As men, what you're gonna do. We see a beautiful woman. She's in a pose, a cute little suit. She's all sprayed down with fake oil and water. And like this is a smoke shade. And this is, I heard this a long time ago when I used to be on these bodybuilding fetish chat rooms. This is the saying we call it. When your ladies rock hard, we'll rock hard. And and that's the truth of it. Guys get excited. It could be just by when just looking a certain way, and and as men, we sometimes do
Yeah,
things that we don't
I
want
had
to.
something crazy happen like that. It
Yeah.
was really weird. I have to share it. Speaking of that, literally, I was getting my. I was all right. So I was getting my storage. Okay, some random guy came out of nowhere. You are so beautiful. Did anyone ever tell you that? I was like, oh, thank you, blah, blah. No, you really are beautiful. You're gorgeous. You're all woman. Okay, thank you. All right. So, all right. Then he left. Then he came back again. I'm sorry. I have to come back because can I just get your number? Because you're just so beautiful. You know what I mean? Like, I'm like, okay, you know, and I'm not one to just give my number to folks because folks are crazy. You know what I mean? I just, and then, all right, it was really weird. He started sweating. Okay. It was really, it freaked me out because it's like, I just want you to know that you are so beautiful. And he took my hand and I will tell you, he put it right. I can't make this up.
Ah,
This is what you're doing to me. I was so freaked out. So I was like, what the heck,
what the?
dude? Out of nowhere.
Oh my
Out of
God.
nowhere.
Oh my God. A while back, a lady who a couple of days I've been friendly with, they were doing a show. And
Yeah.
at the show, they had this guy. He was videotaping, and he was like taking. He posted on his YouTube
Yeah.
channel, and he was at the shows. He touching and fondling the women, and the lady says like, "We're trying to be nice. We don't, like." But like I told him like this: be like Patrick Swayze in Roadhouse. There's time to be nice and time not to be nice. And that's the thing is, guys, you can. There's one thing. If I see someone like you, I say, "Hello, ma'am. Hi, my name is George. I'm glad to meet you. I think you're a great competitor. I mean, I'm just want to just say hello to you, and I want to be respectful because I think
Right.
some guys can get a bit, like weird. Like here we got Ballsy saying, make it clap in the car. Hey, Ballsy, not like that. Damn, that's a Gucci suit. She's rock hard. Yeah, you know.
Yeah.
Oh
That's
God,
his rock hard, all right.
yeah,
That
ball, yeah, Ballsy. Please, that's my man JM. JM. He's laughing Ball Steep and man, Ball Steep, homie, a weirdo. Yeah, I mean, you ladies. That's the thing. Even just if you're not a female bodybuilder, no woman likes to be touched by somebody they don't know. And last thing you want to do is take your hand and put it on your gotch. Yeah, this is a story. I remember, like I said, I told you, I was this is like I remember I was having this chat room. This was like some years ago, and this guy he was on there, and he was telling how he likes to go to shows. Sometimes he used to be a salesman, and he'll set the whenever time he has to go travel, he'll try to do around with certain shows. So he went to a show, I think it was in Jersey or something like that, and he was there, and he just liked to watch. He likes to watch the shows, and then right about the time it was like I think it was the finals for the women's bodybuilding, and then he hears a noise. It's like a commotion, like it's like in the back of the auditorium. He said, like, what's going on back there? There's this guy that they're dragging out from the back of the auditorium.
Yeah.
His pants are down, and the security guys are dragging him out. And and the story goes like he's like sitting a couple of seats from one of the girls because it was like I think it was around about it was like around about the finals. Right there, when the ladies were the final pose down, when the ladies are like, because when you did the final pose down, and he was sitting maybe a couple of seats away from one of the girls' trainers. He looked at him and said, that guy comes here. I thought they banned that guy. He comes here about 8 other time. Well, why does the guy just go up to the room or the bathroom and film himself off? And that's crazy stuff they do, Yeah, we got here for Balls Deep. Flex for me one time. I'm not asking to flex for you, Balls Deep. Nah, that's up to her. That's her choice. If she wants to, she can. Usually I don't ask you ladies to flex. If y'all want to do it, that's fine. But I don't usually ask y'all because I think you get enough of that. People asking that.
Oh, I get all the time. I get a lady at the supermarket. Can I just touch your arm? I get people that want to touch my arms. It's just so weird.
Yeah, it's just like that. Can't like take my hand, boss. Can I hold you?
Yeah. Can you just touch my? Dude, really? Like I I never had that happen to me in my life. He wanted to show me how hot I was, that he was that excited. But you didn't have to take my hand and put it down there. And I don't know you, and you're trying to ask my freaking phone number. No, I don't want to get to know you, you crazy person.
Well, do like remember people heard him say, "Take a picture; it lasts longer."
Right.
And that's strange about that. But getting touchy feely, ballsy. And but like I said, that's the thing about. I think some people need generally be like we see a lady like you. We need to be respectful. Is all you guys out there? Be respectful of women like this. If you see them in public, don't act. Don't be that guy. Be like
Yeah.
say, just talk to her like any other way. Women say, "How you doing? I saw you over there. I just want to talk to you. Say hello to you. I think you have amazing physique." And I just want to let you know that, and do like to say, what's your on social media? I want to follow you if you are on social media, something like that. That's a little bit more smart than try to
Right.
say, hey, you got some big ripped muscles. Can you touch my cock? No, no, don't do
Right.
that.
Thank you.
Don't do
Thank
that,
you.
guy.
That'll work. That'll work for me. I don't know who he deals with. I told him, I don't know what kind of chick you deal with, but that's not I'm a respectable woman. I'm not like that. No, I'm not going to date you. No, I'm not going to go anywhere with you. Get out of my face. You know what I mean? That doesn't work for me.
Yeah,
I like shy guys. I just don't like the aggressive guys that are in your face. I love the shy, mysterious guys. That's
yeah.
my thing.
Yeah, that's muscle worship, my man, Balls Deep. He's got in that. And if you're doing muscle worship, at least get paid. Yeah, that's the thing is, that's what one of the ways that how to make money is to get paid. Now, as I say, we are not gonna hold her too much longer because I know she got to finish training. She got to get home. She got a kid. You got a 13-year-old. And that's the thing is, it's good that you and your daughter have a good relationship. How she supports you, and that's the thing is it's a thing when you have that support of family and friends. I mean, I know your mother's not around. I think she'd be proud of you of what the woman you become, and what you're doing is really inspiring women like yourself, like women who have dealt with like overdosing with eating, going through accidents and all this other stuff. I mean, it's really something. That's why I like to give women like yourself opportunity to share your story because the fact is, this is one thing. I want to be an advocate for ladies like you. You need somebody who can give you a voice, which is rare to get to hear. No one ever get to hear about you women. Everybody see like these women are big, muscle, strong women. They don't know. But like I said, you gotta realize, like I said again, you're a mother, you're a singer, you are a talented lady. I mean, you have a great future, and maybe someday, like I said again, you'll finally get your pro card, and we can only hope the best for you.
Yes, thank you so much, George.
You're welcome, my man here, JM. That guy did what? Oh hell no! Oh yeah, yeah. He also blessings and to the chat. Thank you, Balls Deep. And Balls Deep said, "Have a good day, gorgeous." And you have a fan. Now, folks. If you want to follow Miss Hansell, all you got to do is look in the description. She has her. She's on IG. She's on TikTok. She has a YouTube channel. She has two YouTube channels. She's also on Facebook. Also, she also I put in the description. She has a Venmo and a Cash App. So here's the thing: is if you are somebody who's genuinely want to support a woman in the sport of bodybuilding, who wants to see their career further, these ladies can use any cash system. I know things are tough with the price of gas being like it is, between the inflation like that. But like I said, if you can give a little something to a lady on her path, that'd be genuine. And also, if you're interested in sponsoring someone like Miss Yetamay, be genuine about your sponsor. Don't be one of these guys who will say, "Hey, Yetta, you know what? You think you can see me a couple of pictures?" No, don't do that. Be someone who can approach you and say, "Miss Hansell, my name is such, 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 such. I want to promote you in your next couple of shows. Wherever you need, if you feel like you need, something for your gas while you're going to the gym, if you need something to get you so you get your prep food and your other supplements, I'd be happy to assist you in that." That's what these women need. They need people like that. If you're that person who want to be interested in promoting somebody like her, reach out to her. Be genuine about what you're doing. Don't be that guy. Don't be the guy who want to grab, take your hand and grab it by your, no, don't be that. Be somebody who really wants to see a woman hit her progress in this sport. Now we have here Lawrence Perkins. It's a pleasure knowing you, Miss Yetta. Keep on being you and beautiful, regardless seeing you. For that is all matters for me. For May, I'm supposed to, God bless you. And this is also everyone be blessed as well. My man, got balls deep. Good luck, and I'm supporting, and we do appreciate you, and we hope things are going great for you. I'm gonna say this one thing before I go. Eat the cake, Yetamay. Eat the cake.
Oh, I've been eating a lot of cake, so.
Yeah, that's one thing. That what's love got to do. My mom and sister used to love watch that. The Five Heartbeats. They used to love watch this movie. We
Oh, I
and
love
the
the Five Heartbeats. That's an
and
awesome movie.
yeah, the color purple too. Like
Horrible.
see, Hoppo, you told Hoppo to beat me. Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. We got here, man. Jam, Jish, Louise. Men falling over women bodybuilders like Yetta need to have their scrotum and reverse at least publicly. Ooh, yeah, ooh, wow, ooh, that's kind of extreme. Ooh, whoa, yeah, oh, whoa, that hurts. So anyway, folks, we do like to appreciate her time. This is a wonderful lady, a talented lady. She's also, like I said, a Rocky fan. Hey yo, Rocky.
Yeah.
Rookie, yeah. I seen that thing this morning where it's talking like, "Hey woman, hey Yetta, come
I
on,
love that word.
yeah, that Mr. T, that's a classic.
Oh, boy.
Pain. Yeah, I know. I still watch the 18. I still show it on TV. I pity that fool. I pity him. But folks, oh no, here's my man. Uh, George need hooked on phonics. You need something. You need Peter Salt on balls deep. That's what you need. We do appreciate her time, and I'm not gonna repeat that. We know the truth. She's not that. Okay, shut up, you balls deep. I gotta kick him out one of these days. I need to block him. But I like him. He's a cool dude, and I don't want to. But anyway, we do appreciate her time. We do. Like.
Having me.
Yeah, you are welcome to. You are a pleasure to have. Like I said, we love our female bodybuilders, especially our sisters of melanin. We want to see them have success, to grow and develop. I mean, like I said, bodybuilding is a tough sport. It is a sport which it's a lot of time, money, everything else. There's a lot of sacrifice you made. I mean, sometimes I know Sarah tell me stories how they couldn't spend time with family and friends because the fact they're so focused on their prep.
Yeah.
But and to lady like yourself, we hope we get to see you compete. We also hope the wonderful Miss Tracy Rudgett. Me Tracy used to be on IG, but I got a situation where I got an argument with her husband one time, so she blocked me. So I still, yeah, it was just, I made a comment. I made it just a basic, she has a beautiful body, a beautiful physique, and me and husband got a little, and then she had to block me because of that. So, but I'm cool. I did send her a package, and I hope she appreciates it. But I do appreciate your time. I respect you as a competitor, as a woman, as a mother, as an athlete. I mean, I hope everything turns well for you, and I want to eventually want to see you on that stage talking with the big dogs, if you like.
Oh yeah, we're going to. Me and Tracy got some plans. We got a plan.
Yeah,
we got a plan.
Yeah, we got to like the Joker said. You always have a plan, because like me, I don't have a plan. I'm just a dog checking cars. Why so serious, son? Why so serious? I had to do that because that's my character. If you know me, I'm George McCarthy. Everybody knows me. I'm also all the way George Page. Also, I'm the Joker, and also I'm the Prairie Sage. Also, but it's a great opportunity to talk with you, folks. As I said again, her information in the description. Follow her on her social media sites. Also, I have her PayPal, also Venmo. If I said again, if you are someone out there genuinely wants to support a woman in the sport of bodybuilding, who wants to see their progression as an athlete, and if you have the means in the way to help her out, it'll be appreciated. Because like I said, any little thing that helps these ladies out to get them to the next level, the next step in this sport, it's really appreciated. So anyway, and also, my rules, fella. My rules. No D Pixie Sick Freak. I know Yetta's pretty. When she gets shredded, she gets pumped. You get that little funny feeling in your pants. But no, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't be that guy. Don't be that guy.
Please don't.
Don't be that guy. So anyway, I'd like to thank you for your time. I'd like to thank my brothers, Trace, Lawrence Perkins, my man Balls Deep, JM 2022, and also the lovely Miss Tracy Rugged for coming through. We
Coach.
yes, we all like to wish her a great future, and we hope, like I said again, we see her again hit the stage and we get that pro card. Get that pro card. So anyway,
Oh yeah, you ain't
yeah,
done yet.
yeah, time's time. But anyway, folks, it's your man always George Page, aka the Emperor of Female Body Talk. Don't like, subscribe. We're out. Have a great afternoon. Oh, actually, great evening.
Have a good evening. Thank you. I'll give you all flex.
Get respect. Yeah, that's for you, Balls Deep. Yeah,
That's all the
get you out your motion in your wet wipes, Balls Deep.
straps.
Look at the traps. You want the traps, don't you, Balls Deep? uh, thank you, and have a great day.
Yes, you too. It's a
You're welcome.
pleasure.
Yeah, it's pleasure here too.
Thank